Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm going to be covering a question that gets asked quite a lot, and that's to do with speed leaders or speed disruptors in Arena. And that is those monsters with that really high base speed that have turn bar manipulation or something like that to really disrupt your enemy and basically make them not be able to do what they want to do. So the two main ones you see, they're both nat 4s, is this Fire Vampire. He's got the 88 base speed, highest speed in the game. And he's got an AoE turn bar steal. The other main one you see is the Air Dragon, which doesn't have a turn bar steal, but he's got this AoE blind and skill reset. So the Vampire is one I like more on Arena offense, and this guy I like more on the Arena defense. This guy does have one less base speed, which makes him a little bit slower, not quite as good on the speed front. But the cool thing about his third skill is that he has two effects. So you have the resistance check to see if he's going to land the blind, and then you also have the resistance check to see if he's going to reduce cooldown. So if he misses one, he still might get the other. With a Vampire, you've got one effect, you need to land it, or else you don't get anything. So they're a bit of give and take on those two. I'm sure everyone's fought one of this guy in Arena defense, and he's just trashed them, blinded everyone, and that's it. Now, a common question that always gets asked is like, how would you glyph these two monsters for Arena? I will, and don't worry, I will show you some other options, some more free-to-play friendly options in a minute, but when I get asked how to glyph them for Arena, it's normally just going to be double haste on your fastest, with your fastest speed subs. Just get them as fast as possible because you want them to disrupt the enemy. The thing about the game is it's still very early and it's a very speed-based meta. There's not too many people with full immunity sets out there. So normally if your enemy has either a Wind Crusader, an Earth Harpy, an Earth Zealot, an Earth Fox, anything like that, your standard attack bar boosters, they're going to be normally on double haste. So, or if they, on the other hand, have this guy or the dragon, same thing, they're normally going to be double haste. I do see a few on immunity now, but standard thing is double haste as fast as possible. So if you can have faster haste glyphs and outspeed them with something like this, then you're pretty much set. And the reason you use these guys over just putting your fastest set on something like the Earth Zealot is, in my case, the 5 base speed difference is huge. 1 speed even makes a big difference in later Arena. So the reason you take these guys is basically just to disrupt their fastest monster and then bring your attack bar booster after this guy or the Air Dragon or the other couple I'll mention in a sec, and then let your whole team go before their whole team. And that's the main gist around it. Obviously there's certain things that mess it up. If they are full immunity, it does. But normally if they are full immunity at the moment and your attack bar booster is on your second fastest haste set, it'll probably be faster than them anyway, and you'll still get to get some damage out. And then it all comes in Arena team compositions, which I'll probably make another video about, all sorts of Arena team compositions, using ignored defense mechanics and all that sort of thing. But the basic gist is, because that's the common question back to me after I say fastest haste set, is what about immunity? Like I said, it's still early days for the game. Not many people are using full immunity sets, and if they are, they're normally not that fast, so you still outspeed them with the rest of your team. And once again, once you do realize that someone is on full immunity, like there's a few people I fight now that I know are on full immunity, and I'll just drop that guy and bring a Purger, and then I'm pretty much set, because like I said, I know they have full immunity, and then they're going to be slower than my Zealot anyway. But yeah, it all comes down to playing and figuring it out. Now, like I said, some more free-to-play friendly options. One is actually the Fire Kappa. Now, he's not one to use for defense because his turn bar reduction is on in the second skill, and it's only a single target effect. So he's one you could use on offense. He has got that 88 base speed, which matches the highest base speed with the Vampire. So he can disrupt their fastest monster and then let the rest of your team go should you be fast enough, which you normally would be. Once again, it depends what league you're in. If you're in too high of a league or your glyphs, it is very glyph dependent. This whole theory is dependent on your haste glyphs being fast enough. But here's a great one. A lot more people have him. You can reduce that turn bar of the first guy, then go, and then obviously if you have monsters like the Water Shogun, the Water Dragon, something like that, things with 2 AoEs, and CC on them as well. You could reduce turn bar with this guy, boost, then purge, then do your CC AoE, and then come back to this guy's turn. You can armor break, and then you can basically go through your turns again. And like I said, if you had that Shogun or the Dragon, I know they're niche monsters, you could then use their second AoE to nuke again. And there's just those sorts of synergies you can work. I really like this guy with his AoE, defense break, and hunt debuff. So he's awesome. He's awesome everywhere in the game, so it's never bad to build him anyway. The other one I was going to talk about is the Earth Ghost. Now, I've liked this Earth Ghost for ages, but she's another one. She's got 85 base speed, so it's not quite as high as the Kappa. It's 3 less, but it's still 2 higher than the fastest turn bar boosters in the game. And she has got this AoE turn bar reduction, so you can use her on defense as well. This skill's up to a 90% chance to reduce attack bars by 60%, I'm pretty sure it is. But the cool thing about her, the really cool thing about her is, like I said before, if you fight a team on full immunity, normally their fastest monster isn't going to be that fast if they're all on immunity. So your second fastest haste set, which is on your attack bar booster, should be faster than their fastest monster. So what you can actually do in that case, if they're full immunity, is just go straight for the purge with this, then go for your boost, and then if your attackers, your last 2 monsters in your team, if they have any sort of CC, you can then just basically use that CC and disrupt the enemy team, even if you don't kill them all, because you would have purged their immunity glyphs straight off the bat. So that's what's really cool about her. If she had 87 base speed, 87 or 88 base speed, I would 100% be using her over the Vampire. I just think that extra bit of decision that you get to make once you go into the match with her over any of these other options is amazing. So like I said, it's just that couple base speed slow that she's not quite as good. But for a 2-star, you can't ask for much more. She is fantastic. So what I might do is I might just jump into a arena match and try and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, here we go. Here's a guy. And like I said, it all does come down to glyph quality. One thing I'll mention before I jump into that, I have done a video on this guy, but the monk is amazing because of his passive speed buff. He can actually be the best disruptor in the game because you don't have to put your fastest haste set, so you can still have your booster with the fastest haste set. You just put whatever you can do on this guy at 175 speed. This guy has yet to be outsped by anyone in Arena that I've seen so far. So the one downfall is that he's only got an 85% activation rate on his Paralyze, but a great free-to-play option if you have him, if you've been lucky enough to summon him as a 3-star. So what we'll do here is we'll jump in, we'll do this game, and basically now it's hope that I outspeed. If he outspeeds, well done, you'll still see what the effect is. So he's got those 2 fast ones. Okay, here we go. Actually, his Diva is the fastest monster on his team, and it is faster than my Earthsealot. So she's the one we really need to get the turn bar steal on, and we didn't. And there you go. That's a perfect example of how it can fail. If you just if you do get resisted, there is that 10% chance. Or if I'll show you something in a minute. It depends what their best glyphs are too. But yeah. Oh, sorry. You do just sometimes just get those situations where they just basically trash you. So I don't think I can come back from this. I think it's pretty much done. But I'll show you something quickly. And it's something to really consider. If you've got 2 glyphs that are the equal speed substat, it's very important to start looking at resistance and accuracy. So you'll see on my Vampire, I've got very low accuracy, only +7, but really decent resistance. And I'm tipping that's what that Diva had. I'm pretty sure the Diva has an evolution into resistance anyway. No, she doesn't. That's accuracy. Okay, so that Diva was lucky. So probably worked on that 10% resistance chance. But what I'll do is I'll try and find another one similar to that with the speed threat on it. So there's no speed threat there. Okay, here we go. This is another one. You got that Air Dragon. So this is the same thing. It's basically you want to be faster and you've got to get that effect. So it looks like Air Server is playing up at the moment. Okay, so the Shaman is their fastest one. So now he's the one that I need to get that steal on. So I got the turn bar steal, which now means I'm golden. I can just basically go about my merry way and then just nuke away, and it's game over. So that's the main way it's used at the moment. Sorry for air server lagging out at the moment. I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, those fast turn bar manipulators or whatever they do, the air dragon with his blind skill reset, they're there because they got that extra base speed, and once you get into the higher leagues, 1 or 2 speed on your monsters is actually quite important. So that's the main use for them. So when you're glyphing them, if you're glyphing them for arena and someone says put them on your fastest haste set, that's the main reason, because normally we're in a speed meta now where a lot of people are using double haste. Immunity is starting to creep in a bit more, but still at the moment, speed is the big thing, and if you can outspeed, you're normally golden. But like I said, the Fire Monk, without a doubt, the best one for it, because you can keep those immunity glyphs, those fast haste glyphs for your attack bar booster. But if you're like me, and I finally have got a second pretty fast haste set, it is really good to be using this vampire. I've found a lot of use out of him, so it's very handy. So thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope it made some sense. I just wanted to try and clarify that because it gets asked a lot. So like I said, hope it helped, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.